Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more Oasisse speedrun. Right, I want to deal with this. It's a mess. I've queued up some builds. I've got 3 steam turbines connected to mains power, and I've built a liquid lock. So once they've built that, we will be tunneling into here, dig away that row of sandstone, and we'll see what happens. I'm just using this water up here to cool it, and then I'm pumping it straight back in along with the exhaust from the steam turbines. The idea is get this cooled down, get the steam out, reassess the temperature, and if it's still too high, we'll just pump some more water in and get it dealt with. So let's see how it goes. It's on a priority 7 build at the moment, all this down here, just to give it a slight priority over the other things. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Right, how are we doing over here? Steel. Cancel all these now. Do need to find myself some more iron ore though, if there is any going around somewhere on the map. Let's have a little look, see what we can find. I think there's some little bits down there, or there's some in there, but we'll need to get that first. Just little spotty bits really, there's not an awful lot. That's aluminium. There's iron ore up there in that oil biome. Wolframite. Iron ore there. We can definitely grab that. Just dig that out. Let's see if there's any more I can just target for digging. That's just aluminium. We'll have that later. No need of that at the moment. Oh, dig, dig, dig. It's just oxygen, right? Can deal with that as and when. How are we doing down here? It's getting done. Got some definitely long distance plumbing going on here with the just trying to keep it. Actually, I made that an iron. I'm going to replace that with some lead. There's no need for that to be iron once it's past this sort of point. see how they get on with that. Oh, morning coffee time. So I hope you all had a great weekend. I was working yesterday during the Bath Marathon, or half marathon, where the about only half the competitors showed up because of the coronavirus scare. Well, I say scare, I don't think that's probably quite accurate. Coronavirus pandemic, shall we say. So yeah, that's all. I hope you're all keeping safe. It's a bit of a nightmare, this. Stay indoors and play Oni. Definitely the right move. We need to get some transit tubes going next, don't we? How much plastic have we got? The trouble is that they're spending so much time travelling between jobs that it's everything's taking just an eternity to get done now. So yeah, I think that would be a good move. Come on, dupes. Oh, I'm going to put a cut in and get this till this is all built. So they've got all that built, and now we've just put a ladder in here, bit of a dig along here, and we'll see if it's going. The cooling loop is running, so fingers crossed that this is going to work out. I'm going to put some more ladder here so that they've got an alternative route, and then I'm just going to raise the wall up on this and make this water tank a bit larger, just for safety. There was obviously a whole glacier here, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of water there when that comes out. I mean, look at the pressure, 585 kilos. I've no idea whether this cooling loop's going to be able to cope with the heat that this is going to be giving off, but we shall see. If it can, it's free power. These things will definitely run flat out. There'll be a full 850 watts each if they can stay cool enough. Right, let's unleash the beast, shall we? Oh, actually, no, hang on a minute. What would make sense is if we just uncover a few of the vents at a time. Then we won't generate so much heat. We just see how many we need to open up. So let's just do, oh no, dig 9. Let's start with doing 2 on each, and that might actually be sufficient. Yeah, they're running full power on 2 vents, and that will stop them from getting wildly hot. Well, this one's not quite running full power. Actually, let's get that out of the way. Oxylite. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little overpressure, that. Okay, still not quite at full power. We'll dig that out. There we go. Fantastic. That will gradually pump all of that out and give it to us as water. I'm not sure how long it will last before it goes over pressure, but we will see. Sorry, over temperature rather. Right, we need to just raise that up a bit. We'll dig this out. Put a ladder across, made out of sandstone. Yeah, look at that. 820 watts each. Fantastic. Right, back to space. Colony achievement. Oh, 1 year to be exact. Right. So we need a telescope, don't we? So let's get that in place. And we shall put that there. We will use some mesh tiles made out of copper, because we really are starting to run low on iron now. How much steel have we got at the moment? Have we got enough to finish off that? No, we've got none. So what priority is that? We'll drop all of that down to a 4 from about there onwards. Oh, no power. What's going on? Oh, it's because we haven't powered that up yet. That's the, the second one, isn't it? Yeah. Right, where are we? All our water's coming from this supply at the moment, isn't it? Oh, I may have broken that. That can stay priority 9, that's fine. And that can definitely be priority 9. Right. Alright, quick helicopter view here. Let's see what's going on. Plumbing wise, so this pipe is water. So the electrolyzer, we'll need to get that going up to the top as well. Alright, that's running again. That's lovely and stable. Look, about 50 degrees on all of them. Till this water starts to overheat. That was 19 degrees, it's already up to 25. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's just going to be just time, isn't it, really, getting this done. So we'll stick in a little cut while I wait for him to get some of this done. Okay guys, I've made some decisions while we've been away. As you can see, I've put in another 16 bedrooms, another great hall to take us up to, well, I think there's 34 dupes that can eat now. I've moved the triage cots, I've put in some more hatch farms. We're going to expand. If we need to get this done quickly, 16 dupes isn't enough, so I'm going to take us up to 32. So in the spirit of that, let's have a look, see what we've got in the blueprint side of things. Right, we're definitely going to need more food, so cooking and ranching, that's not bad. Ugly Cry Sparkle Streaker, right, we've got Science Excavation Strength and Medicine Knock, no, definitely Hassan, I think. Right, let's get him in. New schedule. Oh, look at that. I've already got them all queued up. Right. There we go, Hassan. And your skills are going to be in grilling and cooking. So we'll give you a grilling hat for now. How many cooks? We've only got one cook at the moment. So yeah, definitely that's the way to go. Now, question is... Oh, is that serving everything? Yeah, it is. I might ditch that refrigerator see what we got. Just seeing what we've got egg-wise. Whoa, 40 of those. Stone hatch. Ooh, not many. Right, okay. So we'll leave that for the time being. Get rid of the egg cracker. We'll put another grill in. That should up the speed. I mean, the main thing is we need to get more meat. We're not killing enough critters. Right, these guys were being fed sandstone still, so yeah, I've changed that now. I've put them on granite, so we should get an increase in the stone hatch eggs. Hopefully they're all groomed and happy now. Yep. So as you can see, we've not got a lot of stone hatches. This should increase our stocks. I'm going to go one regular hatch and 2 more stone hatches. Needs to be on priority 7. Yeah, our ranchers are going to be pretty busy. How many have we got ranchers wise? Oh, wrong one. Skills. We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 ranchers. So we definitely need some more ranchers. That's going to be a priority from the printing pod now. Hopefully we can scrape through on food. Yeah, it's looking a little tight at the moment. Oops, sorry. That's my wake up alarm. On my days when I have a bit of a lie in for work, I normally I start at 4:30 today. It's 11:30 now, so I normally have a bit of a lie in on Monday and Tuesday, which are my late starts. So yeah. I didn't, because I went to bed early last night, which is why I'm recording this on a Monday morning and not a Sunday night. Right. Deconstruct. Get another ration box in there. We got, yeah, that's oxygen. We could do with either some carbon dioxide or some chlorine in there. We got any bleach stone? Yes, we have 411 kilos. This is still producing a fantastic amount of clay for us, which is brilliant. So ceramic wise, we're up to 146 tons now. Love it. This is still going strong, as you can see. Maxed out pretty much, 820 watts out of all of them. I could take them up to 850, but that would be a significant increase in the heat because they'd be overpowered. So I think it's better to run them slightly cooler and slightly lower wattage, and then we don't build this up. Up here, our cooling loop wasn't working because this was full, because the ice was starting to melt in here. So I whacked in some infinite storage for this, whoops, and also built a chlorine containment room. This is going to be, because this is all germy, I'm going to put chlorine in here, and we're going to start cleaning this up and using it for whatever we want. Then, I wasn't worried about the germs, but if we've got an opportunity to clean it up, we may as well. Everything over here is working fine. I'm really happy with this. No carbon dioxide in here at all. These carbon skimmers are just sitting down here, dealing with all the carbon dioxide. We've got a lovely temperature. It's in the 30s. In fact, it's cooler than a lot of areas of our base. But then now we've got the cooling loop back up and running. This is starting to cool down again now, as you can see. I was getting problems with the rock crusher, some scalding. As you can see, some of the stuff that's coming out of this rock crusher is very warm. So yeah. What I might do actually here is just change one of these feeders. Change it from sandstone to sedimentary rock. That will increase our stone hatch production. And also use up some of that baking hot sedimentary rock that's being produced by the rock crusher crushing fossil up. We've still got 35.5 tons of fossil to go through, so we'll just use that to boost up our stone hatch numbers, and then that, you know, that will be a significant help, I think. In the meantime, we'll just take the hatches as they come. So space-wise, yeah, still working, still waiting on steel. Not a lot we can do about that. So we'll just carry on with the waiting game. So finally, we have all our bunker doors in place at last. I'm just going to make some changes to this because I remembered that the these tiles get damaged, so I just need to replace them with bunker tiles. Ugh. Right, okay, you're going to be difficult, are you? Well, I can be sneaky. So we can't replace those ones yet, but what we can do is queue up the next ones. 1, 2. So basically what I'm doing here is just putting bunker tile doors. The meteors, when they hit the bunker doors, do actually seem to damage something just on the inside of the doors. So the meteors are hitting here and damaging these mesh tiles. So we'll just deconstruct those. All they're there for is to stop regolith falling directly on the auto sweepers, because that's going to have liquid behind it to keep this all cool as a heat transfer medium. So I've taken on one more dupe. Let me just see, vitals, no, skills. So this was Abe. He was into critter ranching and tidying, so we took him on. Hassan now is fully up to critter ranching, and we'll put him on grilling as well. Abe, he's got another skill point, so he's definitely into critter ranching now, which is great. Oh, and we have another dupe waiting for us. I don't actually fancy any of those. Allergies, mouth breather, anemic, slow learner, loud sleeper. Yeah, I think we can do better. So, of course, what do you know? All my plants got stifled because they were getting too cold. So I've now switched to bluff briars in these areas that were getting too cold. And I'm going to put buddy buds back in here now. So we can keep them all in good spirits. We've got a bit more barbecue now. I assassinated a load of shove voles that were up here. Obviously we're going to find a few more while we're up here digging this out, but I thought, well, we'll just take advantage of the free meat while our ranch farms are being our hatch farms are being finished off. Just going to dig all this out now that we've got it all protected from meteor fall. The only thing that can put it back now is our friends the shove voles. So we get all this built, then we can put some solar panels in, some space scanners, and get all of that going. Well, finally feels like we're actually getting somewhere. I considered briefly using this steam here to power steam rockets, but I figured, well, A, nothing's going to cope with the temperature pump-wise, and B, it'll probably all just condense in the pipes and shatter them. So I thought, no. We'll I'm sure we'll have enough hot regolith up here that we can use that. So we'll use that to generate some steam. And then as we get rid of steam rockets long term, that can become our regolith cooler to feed to our shove roll breeding station, which we'll put up here. I'm going to put my liquid hydrogen and oxygen set up here. I think that would be a good place for it. It's protected. I can send the pipes out either way. I've made one change to here. I've put obsidian tiles in, and I'm going to do the same on the other side just to keep the shove holes out just to that point. So yeah, we don't want any shove holes getting in there. Once they're in the base, they're just a nightmare. So how many shove holes have we got down here at the moment? We've got 32 in here. Oh, we can remove these from the hatchery. Oh, I double clicked that, didn't I? We've only got 4 eggs left. Hopefully some of these are going to snuff it soon, so we can get some more barbecue grooming stations. There's a lot of glum ones in there. As we get more ranchers, that should be better taken care of. Yeah, these are all happy. Oh, these ones are overcrowded. Why are you overcrowded? 9 of 8. Is that not on? Ooh, a bit of auto wrangle on that. This one can take 3 of 20. And I think we'll set that one to all bar shove voles. Vole pups and shove voles. I suppose I could put them in there to die, but I'd need to replace all these tiles with obsidian and so forth. I need to but I could put excess eggs in there. No, because they tunnel their way out, and such a nightmare. Bloody shovels. Yeah, I'd have to replace all the doors with, or not these ones, but the this door with a steel one, and yeah, it's not worth the aggravation, really, is it? So in moving this bedroom to here and opening the doors, I was able to create a second nature reserve, which is kind of handy because it's on the way to the exosuits. So as they go through there, they'll get the nature part buff. So which pretty much, well, that's 2 directions, down and across. They're going to get that buff. So that's quite useful. My God, look at all those ranches. Wow. We really are surviving on critters here, aren't we? So this is still going strong. The pressure is coming down. It's down to 510 now from 538. So we are doing it. Water's level is, yeah, that's okay at the moment. We're not getting too much in there. If it does become too much, what I'll do is I'll run a pipe from the vents and just send it up to our infinite water storage up here. To keep that going. Right, cancel those pipe builds because they're never going to get done, are they? Right, pump this to a vacuum. So ventilation. Right, Clay, if you insist on putting ventilation when you switch to your gas pumps, at least allow us to delete the gas pumps in that view, please. Or cancel them at least, you know, after you've placed them wrongly. Regular gas pipe. High pressure gas vent. So why do I use high pressure gas vents? Well, because there's not an awful lot of oxygen in there, but if you put a regular vent on there, it goes over pressure and then it takes forever to pump it out. So, yeah, just in case you were wondering. Probably weren't, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. Right, these can take excess water now. And then we can sweep up this water that's down here. And then we can put a storage bin in here. And then we'll just stick bleach stone in there to fill that with chlorine. Don't need an awful lot. Probably 50 kilos would be enough just to put enough chlorine in there to kill the germs. It doesn't need to be an awful lot. Right, how are we getting them up here? Are we getting this built? Good, good. Okay, we'll just put a little cut in, jump forward, get to the point where they've finished building that, and then we can start getting moving on our space set up for the power, opening the doors, etc, etc. Before we do, we'll just see what we've got in the printing pod. Nothing of any interest there really, so we'll skip that. Anyway, be back soon. So where are we at then? Well, we're just finishing off a little bit of digging out here. This is done. I just need to put in place a cooling solution, pump the petroleum up here, and petroleum never really quite manages to cool it down quite enough, so I am expecting a few failures and broken pipes and overheated until we can get some supercoolant. So yeah, steel is coming in now, I believe. Yeah, we're at 8 tons. So we're almost ready to get our first rocket going. We're at cycle 410. We have calories coming in, plenty of barbecue at last. We've had a couple more dupes, bubbles. They're not particularly brilliant dupes, but you know, with this the way they skill up on here, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. She's going into critter ranching too. Turner, he's critter ranching, so get him on that. Wren, he's just a dog's body, so we've got him dog's bodying. So yeah, we're okay. I've put in a bit of entertainment for them now. We've got some surfboards, we've got a vertical wind tunnel, and I shall be building a recreation room here, and we'll put some more in there. I've started switching over the power lines to go more into heavy watt and small wattage. At the moment, we're virtually completely running on steam power from these 6 and excess hydrogen. So our excess hydrogen is you know, pretty much keeping us going. We're barely using any petroleum or natural gas at the moment, which is fabulous. Oh, we're using a little bit, but it really isn't much. So yeah, obviously that will change as this lot comes online. That is going to change, but you know, at least having some in reserve is good to know. I need to get an oxygen line run up to there. So our second electrolyzer is now up and running. Hydrogen from here is being prioritized into here as well, so we can build up a lot. We're at 18 kilos per tile, 100 kilos per tile. That's all just being stored up for the rocketry program, nothing more. Yeah, so that's good. Have we analysed this one yet? Yes, we have. So next activity, 7.8 cycles. So that's good. Right, oxygen line. Let's see what we've got. This is backed up, so we will run an oxygen line from here. And we'll probably just open these few vents here. We need power, obviously. I've run heavy watt wire up to the area for the space scanners. Yeah, so I'm going to run the heavy watt wire right the way along here to power all the space scanners. There we go, and we'll put the first one in at this end. I assume we can build them, can't we? No, we can't. I better get that on research then. I can't believe I've not... Surely I'd... Were they? Oh, they're under automation, not... Dumbass. Yeah, looking in the wrong place. So, space scanner. So we will put the first one, I reckon, about... Well, it's 14 tiles, isn't it, from the edge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 1 for luck. So that should give us a nice angle from there for view. It's not going to be perfect, but yeah. Right, this is going to be set to all, and we'll copy the settings right the way along. And for now, we will just drop it all down here. I think I don't need to be particularly fussy with that at the moment. So shipping, conveyor rail. Just want to make it easier for the dupes to get access to. Right, now what I've done is I've built an obsidian ladder up here. And I'm going to deconstruct all of these mafic ladders and start replacing them with obsidian ladders for our rocketry program. So you know my trick for doing that with the chain deconstruct mod. So we want from there, and I'll leave that top row intact for now. So that should get rid of that lot. At some stage, when they get round to it. I think they're finding the building more important at the moment. Oh no, there they go. Yes, lovely. All that mafic rock back. And oh, we must have missed one. How annoying. There must have been a ladder break there. Never mind. We'll get to that eventually. Right, so we want some bunker tiles. Now, I need to... We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 segments we can get on there from here. So I think that's probably enough. So let's get some bunker tiles along here then. And where do we want the first one? We'll give it a 1 gap. So ladder. Obsidian. We've not got an awful lot of obsidian, have we? So we'll run that down. I think we might be running out of this at some... Yeah. It's going to make life interesting. I have to go on an obsidian hunt. Right. Bunker tiles. We will go... Oh, look at that. Right, rocketry, steam engine. Get that down. It just takes so long to build this stuff, it just makes sense to get it started now. Insulated tile, no, regular tiles. No, they're gonna get cooked, aren't they? Let's go mesh tiles. They're cheap. There we go. Now, in my since they've put in the new automation upgrade, I am going to use the automatic ribbon. Automation ribbon, rather. So I want to run that from probably about halfway. oops, to there, and we'll want some steel as well. And that needs to run across for 12 doors, I reckon, plus the extra one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why 12? Because it can only do 4. And we need that extra one, don't we? It can only do 4 channels, and we need 3 doors wide per rocket, which is 2 doors per rocket and 1 that doesn't open. So for that we will also need some ribbon readers, and they will go under the protective door. One, two, no, that's wrong. Should have been there. Oh no, I don't want them out of lead. They'll never, they'll last 5 minutes. Right, let's try that one again. Automation, ribbon reader, steel. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the automation wire, also out of steel, will go 1. Ah, we need a bridge there. That's annoying. How can you not allow? Right. I suppose that's consistent with what they do for the other ones, isn't it? Oh well. Automation wire bridge. No, I always do that. I'm not alone either. I've seen a lot of others do it by mistake and complain about it. Steel. Hit the P instead of the O. Right, it's all blueprinted in. Oh, I just wondered. I bet. I wonder if that's going to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm wondering if that's going to actually, now that, because I can't remember from when I last used it, whether it actually interferes with the automation ports on the scanners. We'll see. Let's have a quick look. Automation overlay. Yeah, I don't think it does. We'll see. Is that connected? If so, we'll just have to loop it over, but anyway. Right, automation ribbon writer. And these can be made out of lead. So we go 1, 2, 3. That last one can go there. Right. Automation wire. That can also be made out of lead. Yeah, it is interfering. So, deconstruct automation, priority 9. You know what I did wrong here? I should have just passed it along underneath those mesh tiles, shouldn't I? Duh. Why is that not? Oh, I think it's because I've overwritten it. Yes, because I've overwritten it. So that's fine. We'll just disconnect it and then run it round underneath. I always forget with automation, you can actually run it through other things. So, yeah. There we go. So that all in, but blimey, they built that quick. Right, rocketry. I'm going to put a ton of modules on here, right up to the maximum height, so that we can gradually replace them with fuel tanks as we go further and further. Then we're going to have to keep rebuilding the rocket and so on and so forth. Right. Squeamish, loud. So Nisbet and Ada are out. Ranching and suit wearing. Twinkle Toes. Yokel. Do you know what? I'm not too fussed about that. Welcome, Ruby. You can go on this schedule with Bubbles. And your skill points will be going into farming and ranching. Bubbles, you can have a bit more carrying. Turn, I don't really need you digging, so you can go carrying. Ren, we'll give you a bit of tinkering. Right, I just noticed the calories are a little bit low there. Barbecue only 92,000. Just keep an eye on that. It might be that we're cyclic, you know, the cycle of egg hatching, etc., has just been. I'm trying to remember where they are now. Right, so how many eggs have we got? Hatchling 43, stone hatchling 11, smooth hatchling 1. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think we've just been stocking these up, so less of them have been dying. But yeah, we've got a few floating around out here now. As soon as they evolve into adults, then they'll be able to jump in the water pit and evolve into meat. Right, how are we doing here? Shovels 21. We've got 2 more in there that still haven't been removed. So we will replace them with eggs. Lovely. How many shovel eggs have we got? 16. That's good. That's no worries there at all. Right. So next thing, cooling solution, and we also need to get in place solar panels. I think we'll do the solar panels first. Dug all this out now, so let's deconstruct. Let's try that one again, shall we? Right, solar panels in power. And come on, get rid of this lot. Actually, I'm going to leave that row in. We can put our solar panels just above that in one big long line. Yeah, I'm not fussed about doing, as you've probably seen from my previous playthroughs, I'm just not that fussed about staggering them. Right, that should be low enough. Was one. Ugh. Right, there we go. Power. There we've got conductive, made our lead. Right, cooling solution. I think we'll put that down here. Oh, we could put it over here, couldn't we? I kept this little pyramid because I thought it looked pretty cool. Reminiscent of the original pyramid mine on Mars from the original Total Recall. It's a bit of low priority work for them later. At the moment it's blocked off by that sandfall, so they won't do anything with it. Right, cooling solution and probably steam production as well. So we will need I'm going to go OTT on this one because, you know, I like to do the things like that. So we're going to go with 2 steam turbines. Great thing about putting it here is no need to worry about pumping it to a vacuum because it will be a vacuum as soon as it's built. I will put a liquid lock in there just to maintain it that way once I put the drywall in. I could seal it, but you know, if I do that, I'm going to need access. You know it's going to be the case. So we'll get our thermoacque tuners in, and no, aluminium ore is not going to cut that. So we will go one there, one there. We will put in a liquid reservoir for balance. Plumbing. We will put in radiant liquid pipe. Right, so it's going to become in, out, out. It's going to go around here, like so. Keep that nice and cool. And we'll have insulated pipe here. For the return line. Right, plumbing, insulated pipe. It's going to go in, up, over. Of course, they're not in Atmo suits here, are they? Yeah, probably ought to do something about that. That's alright, don't worry, you won't die. You got O2 right above you, you'll survive. Right, drywall. Yeah, stop your whining, just get on with it. You'll be fine. Put that liquid lock in first. One, two. Otherwise I know I'm going to end up deconstructing drywall to get it to fit. Right, we'll put some more drywall in there as well. Utilities, drywall. Yeah, if you put that in, you'll have an atmosphere and you can be able to breathe. Oh, they're so industrious, aren't they? Right, where were we? Yeah, we need a liquid vent. We need some liquid bridges. We need some power. And we will go with and then lead, actually. We're so short on iron for steel, so I don't want to go too mad with that. We'll need it on the bit where we've got thermal issues, but of course I could. Right, next priority is deal with those two. Was it this one? Yeah, we got, no, that's not it. Oh yeah, I'll put in a little bit of a clay factory over here as well. Hot polluted oxygen vent, just blowing out polluted oxygen. Loaded deodorizers, priority 9, and that'll just keep making us clay. Yep. So that'll get us more ceramic. And I've got another one up here that I can do the same with, but that's infectious, so I'm leaving that on for now. Right, we've got gold volcano here. We've got copper volcano, minor volcano. Do we have a? I thought we had 2 gold volcanoes. Okay, maybe I'm just imagining. I thought we had another one. We definitely need to tame that though and get some gold out of that. That'd be fantastic. Oh yes, there's the other one. Yeah, I knew we had 2. Get those sorted next. That will be the priority for the next episode. So I've got an hour of footage, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and you know, remember to like and comment if you've got any thoughts about how it's going so far. It'd be great to hear what you think. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.